never like, I hate how I look. That was never the case for me. But I still wasn't happy with myself though, and I didn't know why. I couldn't explain why, because it didn't make any sense. Now I know, well, the reason I wasn't happy with myself ever is because I was living as a man. It's not who I am. Now it makes sense to me. But before transitioning though, these things didn't make much sense. Rocket canister, I'm not sure what that is, but I think I'm just gonna leave it there because I'm getting heavy. So it's not that I was like, oh, I was a completely happy person and just decided to transition just for fun. That's not the case at all. I decided to transition as like a last resort. I was like, well, I tried everything for many, many years, like 5, 6 years. Nothing helped me, so maybe I should just do this and see where that takes me. I'm glad I did, because that actually took me to finding my own happiness and being actually happy with myself. And the difference is like such a stark contrast. Is like a huge difference, like night and day. Like I am actually happy with myself now. It's insane, because I hated myself so much. But yeah, okay, so I guess we have to detonate this too. But yeah, but it wasn't like I was never like, oh, I hate being a man. I mean, now I know. I did hate it. Whoa! What was that? It completely crippled me. Thank you. Well, do we have doctor's bags? I think we do. We have 3, so let's just do that. Is the radiation going? It's very bad. So we should use a rad away and a rad X. I guess we're standing way too close to the explosions, right? I'm sure also use a steam pack and one of those. Right, fine. That's good enough. But yeah, it was never like, oh, I hate being a man. I don't know. I was like, I hate being myself, but I don't know why. I was never like, oh, I hate how I look. I didn't. But I still wasn't happy. And I just didn't know why. I just couldn't explain it. And I just always had the feeling that I was like, it was always just my dream, you know, just like in the back of the head. Just like, I wish I could just like be born tomorrow. Not be born tomorrow, but like wake up tomorrow and just like be a girl. You know, that would be great. I think every trans girl at some point has thought that sort of thing. So, but yeah. I definitely had like the signs of gender dysphoria. I just couldn't identify them myself. And it was very confusing for me, which is why it took me so long to transition. I don't know. It's a very confusing story, I guess, but everybody's story is a bit confusing, I guess. I'm kind of like, where the fuck did I go? Because I'm like actually lost. I'm kind of like stuck in the wreckage. Maybe we should go up or something. But yeah, it's weird though, because a lot of people on the internet especially, they're like, oh, you shouldn't transition unless you're 100% sure you hate your penis or something like that. And that's like sort of stuff that I never experienced, which is why I was always confused. Should I transition? Is that a thing that I should do? Am I crazy for even thinking about it? Because for me, it was never like, I'm suffering. I was suffering, but I couldn't say I'm suffering because I'm not transitioning. I'm suffering because I'm not a woman. That's all. I just suffered. I couldn't say why. It never made much sense in my head. Oh, I guess we're going this way. Okay. Never mind. I don't know why I'm looking, like, trying to explore the wreckage. It's a bit pointless. Okay, give me 1 second though, because I do have to scroll the chat. Accidentally copied Path of Exile, but Path of Exile cute too. I do like the game Path to Exile, and I do like the Magic the Gathering card, Path of Exile. Wait, it might be the opposite actually. The card is Path to Exile, the game is Path of Exile. I like them both. You're talking too much, you should do. I do know you can do 2 things at once. I'm not sure you just witnessed me run around in circles looking, get stuck in a wreckage because I was talking. I can't actually, like, it's actually so difficult to talk and, like, play the game. It's not easy. Maybe I should share my transformation from not quite a fat guy to being a fat guy. People will be impressed by my TT gains. People always tell me they're impressed by my TT gains. So. And a collapsed overpass tunnel. Let's go. By the way, you said you apparently had me on your auto hold list, so I added you to mine as well. Oh, you saw. Okay. Yes, I had added you, yes.
All experiments will be carried out.
Thank you, it's much appreciated. I'm not sure how useful auto host is, but I like adding my friends there though.
I've explained this to the Colonel. Just because the iBots don't have true AI doesn't mean they're just machines. I guess results are all that matter around here. Forget things like ethical procedures or humane treatment. I'm starting to have serious misgivings about leadership around here. At least I've got you to talk to, huh, Eddie?
Whitley was really protective of his iBots, huh? Happy beeping. I can't believe they will approve that. I met enough robots to know they're more than just machines. Wow, that's so cute. I can see why you left that place then. I hope the bastards got what was coming for them. Sad beeping. Well, let's press on. If you did Sierra Madre first, you could come out of it with like 300 steam packs, 550 super steam packs, 50 doctor's bags. Well, sadly, Okay. That was really spooky. Don't worry though, we have the .45 submachine gun, so whatever's there, it's gonna die really quickly. But yeah, I just messed up the instructions, I guess. And I don't want to like just leave this now and just like go do something else. Like, we're here, we might as well do this. It's not gonna be the end of the world to do them in like not the proper order, I guess. We're gonna be fine. What? I saw something moving? Oh, it went away. I should take another Radex and another Radaway. Your story makes total sense. It sounds rather familiar. Well, a lot of people have told me that, and I think, like, I think it's something that is not often talked about. Okay, what the fuck is this? Death Claw. Oh, I see. I haven't actually saw any of those in the game yet, so. Duffel bag with bottle caps, jets, Radex, mini nukes. But yeah, I think it's just like, whenever you talk to another transgender person online, I don't know, it seems like everybody's like, no, I was 100% sure I was trans. Or they're like, oh, I suffered so much. Oh, I hated my looks, I hated being a man. And those things, they never felt like I don't know, I never related to them very much. I did suffer a lot, but not like that. I wasn't like, I hate being a man. I was just like, I hate being myself, but I don't even know why. You know, so that is one of the reasons why it took me so long to actually accept myself as transgender. It's because I felt like I didn't match the expectations that I had. It was like I didn't match the standard story of a transgender person. So I was always very, am I really? Because it doesn't seem like I don't relate that much to the other stories I hear. So, oh, what's that? Is that an enemy? Maybe not. Hole killing tunneler. Are they aggressive? Oh, they are aggressive now. Okay. Or did they get aggressive because I got close to them? I didn't want to kill them. But yeah, but I do like sharing my side of it, because I think if somebody had told me that, if I had like when I was younger, I had a role model or somebody who told me that story the way I'm telling mine, it would have made my life so much easier actually, if I had just like transitioned earlier or like accepted myself earlier. Okay, they are aggressive. Alright. But the fact that I never heard any stories like this, it was just always like the same standard story that never like, I never related to, never felt right, never felt like it was about me. So now I do like sharing my story a lot, and I do that a lot on Twitter to my friends on stream as well, like as much as I can, because I think it has some value, you know? It can help other people learn more about themselves too. I wish back in my day I had somebody like me now talking to early me about their own experiences, and their own experience was similar to this. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm making this a bit more convoluted than it needs to be, but you know my point. I just wish I had heard these things before when I was younger, and I just hadn't. So that's why I think it's valuable to share my own experience with others, because it can help others, I guess. Well, maybe not you specifically, because you're already transitioning, but, you know, maybe make others feel like they belong to that. People tell me that all the time on Twitter. They're like, well, I actually never felt like I belonged to any transgender communities because I never related to any of their experiences or stories. And your experiences and stories actually make me relate to you, and that actually makes me feel like I belong somewhere, or that I'm like valid. A lot of people oh wow, that's a lot of damage. A lot of people tell me that, so that's why I do make the effort of sharing my experiences, because it does have some educational value, you know. It helps others, I hope. But yeah. And I like hearing it from other people when they're like, oh, I actually relate to what you're saying. I know how it feels. It makes me feel like, you know, makes me feel valid too. It makes me feel like I'm not just a weird, you know, outcast of the transgender community or anything like that. Which I'm not. I'm being a bit too dramatic, but, you know. Enter the high road. Let's go. Also, host doesn't really do much unless you got a pretty big community behind it. Yeah. Which I don't. So.
There wouldn't prove easy. You and your machine. You survived. There's a lesson here in the divide. Old world history about paving and intentions could teach the Republic a thing or two, if they listened. They have an idea of trying to do what's right, never quite getting there. Maybe you've seen it. Neptune. Elsewhere.
At least they're trying to help the Mojave. Yeah, I mean, why are you so critical of the NCR? They're trying their best.
Doesn't hold much weight with me. Legion doesn't try to kill people. They do it. The bear kills people trying to protect them. Irony's sharp. And Legion, their flag may be old. But it's not
NCR
war
MS
itself.
Caesar? No,
No matter now,
NCR all the way. I'm way too much of
control
a.
the divide.
I was gonna say a rude
You
word,
and
which I shouldn't.
machine Are all that remains of NCR here.
I'm
Rest
way too
felt
boring,
radiation,
so I always
fire,
play with like
and
the
one
nice
world
guys.
below.
I don't know. I feel bad doing bad things in games though. So the soldiers in Hopeville were once NCR. I'm sure of it. Why were they with the Legion?
You see true, not scavengers. It's what they wore before this all happened. Pain makes for strange allies. The hate the bear and bull shared across the battlefield now turned against the divide. Few survived, intact. Many NCR were already here when the destruction happened, keeping the route east open in fear of Kaiser. Fear
Kaiser.
of the Legion.
NCR would have needed a supply line open to reinforce the Mojave and Hoover Dam.
The dam, that old world wall. The bear, NCR, couldn't be allowed to reach it easily. Long 15, Cayman, both bad enough. Kimball, Kaiser, House. You'd think their whole world was that wall, cutting the Colorado. never laid eyes on it, never spoke of it, but once found, it was all Caesar could see. That, and the flag beyond it, another symbol, big enough to challenge him. And the divide, one of the roads to it. Legion was tasked with cutting that artery. If you can't kill the bear in one stroke, bleed it, starve it. That kind of murder. It's what any of the Legion would have done. Now, the divide belongs to history.
I like his voice. It's very sexy. What were the creatures in the underpass?
Tunnelers, predators that make their own roads beneath the ground here. Divide broke their sky, showed them the world above, and the scent of new prey. Be a slower death for the Mojave than bombs and fire, but they'll come for its people, from where they least expect, below.
Who needs to be trans to hate themselves? It's 2018, we hate ourselves for everything. I mean, it's very relatable, but I guess, like, in my case, it was just, like, I hated myself, and I actually tried, like, everything, and nothing helped me. I tried psychotherapy, I tried, it's like, something on behavioral therapy. I don't even remember what the first word is. But I try, like, actually I went through, like, so much psychiatric medication that I actually still have side effects from those things. So, I mean, I tried everything. It's just, in my case, it turned out I was just transgender, I guess. That was just it. But I'm sure, like, a lot of people hate themselves, and it's not because they're trans. Life does suck. Well, not now, I would say. My life, I'm pretty happy with it now. Radiation for the warm, I have created them. The detonation's quake caused them to surface.
Makes sense. Truth favors that. Matches the history of this place.
My character will beat your character's face with a baseball bat. Have a Kaiser.
The four marked men.
Rude!
Into the divide, it cracked their
Oh, hello,
center.
MP3. How are you doing?
So, they were
I hope
buried.
you're doing well. It's been a while since
Might
we've
have been more
we've
the
talked.
day America's embers started to settle. Seen worse things twisted by radiation.
Sorry, I'm a bit behind on chat because I'm, like, listening to his dialogue. There's a plot of Tremors there. Cognitive behavioral therapy, yes, that. I've done, like, just so much therapy, and not just psychological therapy, but psychiatric therapy, and nothing happened. Nothing helped. Even transitioning took a while to get there with me. Took a few years. Because it is a difficult process. Transitioning is not easy. It's not an easy thing. So it comes with its own challenges. But nowadays I can definitely say it was worth it for me. I'm like, I couldn't be happy with myself. I'm actually, like, I feel like I'm actually me now, you know? I'm actually, like, living my own life and not, like, just watching somebody else live my life, which is kind of what I felt before. It's a bit weird, but that's kind of what I felt before. It's just like I was, like, just the, like, a watcher. I wasn't actually, like, the person living my life, which was weird. I don't know. I guess that explains why I was so suicidal, but when you say not anymore though, so that improved. When you say slower death for the Mojave, you mean they're spreading out from the divide.
Death will come from below. In the divide, need to watch the sky and the ground. Mojave will be easy prey for them. They'll start emerging throughout the Mojave in time. Might be years, probably less.
Scary.
They breed fast, hunting groups, more than enough to bring down the strongest in the Mojave. Once they draw blood. Seen them tear apart Deathclaws. Deathclaw might get some, but the rest will swarm it, tear it apart, like Denver hounds.
You've been to Denver. That's a Legion territory.
Mojave and the Divide aren't the only places I've walked. Walked the east, too, before the bull came. Then, much like the Mojave before the bear, tribes, towns, clutching to life. Bull did a better job.
Those marked men in Hopeville, some had strange masks and blades I had never seen before.
They bear false versions of Legate the Muse's masks. The one Caesar fashioned for him. Thought it was an insult at first. No better now. It's shaped from divide metal, not with care and strength, but with hate. Keeps them anchored. Crude, effective, like the blades they carry. Distant mirrors of their legate, a symbol they can hold on to, while the divide tears at them.
Been busy with Vulcan classes lately. Yeah, that's what I assumed. And sounds like a lot of fun. Getting started with college is a very cool experience. Though I would say in my case it wasn't that cool though, because med school is very rough on the students. It's like you don't, it's not like there were no parties, there was like no socialization. I actually made no friends. I don't know, it was a weird experience for me. I'm still not through with it, but you know what I mean. The beginning of it was not a nice experience. It was very rough, just studying all the time, no social life at all, which is expected, but I don't know, I made actually zero friends in university. I mean, I kind of had like some kind of like friends, but nothing too close, so I never really related to any of them. They never really related to me. It was a bit weird. I don't know. I was also a lot more depressed back then when I started college, I guess, which I'm not anymore. So my experience has definitely improved over time, I guess. All the marked men had NCR gear and they weren't carrying masks or blades.
For the two-headed bear, NCR, they don't have symbols in the same way Legion does.
But yeah, I hope you're having a good time in college, MP3.
Mines and explosives, guns. That is their religion. Death from afar. Take pride in it.
I don't know why this dude, he wants to make the NCR seem so bad. You're not convincing me. I've seen the NCR and the Legion. I can tell who actually has bad intentions there. I found some recordings from you in Hopeville.
The tapes. Didn't think those would be found. You know the divide better than I thought. Had tech from the big empty. Recorder a woman gave me. Didn't survive the road. On its last legs. Cast it and the tapes aside. Weren't worth the words anyway. Not like I'd forget what happened. If you heard them. Nothing but ramblings. Reminders for a man who doesn't need them. Probably more lying from here to the divide.
Also, I tried out Slay the Spire. It's a fun game. It's a great game! I miss playing it. I'll probably go back to streaming it at some point. So good. It's so good, and it's so addictive. You wouldn't have recorded those messages if they didn't matter to you.
Maybe not. Who's to say? You, perhaps, found them, heard them after I cast them aside. Maybe there was purpose in that. If they matter, if history matters, we'll see at the end of the road.
The end of the road. If this is the high road, where does it lead?
At the end of the high road lies Ashton, its silo. That machine, I'm with you. It can open it, wake it up. Like it did the one in Hopeville.
You have a lot of hate for the robots with me. I can hear it in your voice.
Hate? No. There's nothing to hate in metal, steel, gold, or platinum. You're a machine. It's just a tool, made of wreckage of the divide. All that was brought here.
I see his voice so sexy, holy shit. When we first spoke in Hopeville, you mentioned you swore not to kill me. Why?
You know the why of it. If you don't, I do. And that's
Okay.
enough. Shows trust, only walks so far west. Earned more than that, though, getting this far. We walk walk the same road, carry the same colors. Can't break that by making the road red. Want more than that? Walk the divide. Answers will come. Closer you get to home. You and that machine.
I've never been here before, at least not from this road.
Many in the Mojave think the divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always. There was life. A town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime.
Interesting.
It had the name, the divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You.
What?
Back then, you saw the road with eyes facing east. This time, the divide's in the other direction. And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, home's not what it was.
I'm a bit confused. So you're saying I walked this road once from another direction, from west to east, to home.
All roads lead back to one's home.
Do they?
Not your birthplace, maybe, but
Oh.
home.
Alright.
Home
Okay, yeah, maybe.
isn't where you were born into this world. You taught me that.
Yeah, I would know that.
Part of your message, whether you meant it or not, can be a place
Also
of
my
mind.
message.
A moment where you know who you are, the history of it. And they can be places you breathe life into. Never would have known the divide had it not been for you. The road you made with your tracks again and again. You were the only one willing to make the journey to and from here. A hard road. Kept the land before the divide alive through seasons, storms. Can't have been just a job. Was something more to you. Don't feel for a place that hard unless it's home.
It's a bit weird when the game is talking about like my past that I haven't experienced or that I know nothing about. It feels a bit weird to me. Like talking, you've ran this road so many times. I'm like, did I? I don't know about that. Folks, a lot of hard roads, more hard than before. Doesn't mean anything crazy. Your head's messed up, worse than the divine. Whatever you believed happened, you have it wrong. I don't know. Doesn't mean anything, I guess.
It means everything. Even if you deny it, cast it aside. That speaks to what you are.
Okay.
Proves what happened here.
I'm not sure what that is, but
Walking that road that kept the divide alive. It grew from what you did. Settlers, camps, filling that old world city. Chance for a new nation, new beginning, new way of thinking. Could have breathed new life into the Mojave, bridging east, west, like Hoover Dam. But not old world. Something you made. Road was a supply line.
still making assumptions about all this. There's no other supply line to the Mojave beyond the Long 15. There's no other supply line to the Mojave, yeah.
Not anymore. If one existed, the two-headed bear would have claimed it. And it tried to. NCR saw the worth in that road you made. Staked a claim, whether it was wanted there or not. True elsewhere in the Mojave. And where the bear tries to cling to life, the Legion comes, bearing messages. Some brought by blade, others by couriers. You knew what was coming, as sure as I know what's coming for you. This time you carry the burden. Walk west into the sun, and keep walking until it dies. There, I'll be waiting.
Okay. Alright, let's go. Sounds good to me. Very interesting though, but like I said, it's a bit confusing to me. That's like, a lot of the stories like, oh, the things you did before. I'm like, Well, I had no idea about those things. I wasn't playing. The game never gave me any exposition of that. I guess the game is doing that now, I guess, yeah. Oh, are you serious? Well, I guess I deserve that. I tried to run away though from the grenade. Why is he not attacking me? Oh, he's attacking the robots. Okay. I'm shooting very low on them. I'm shooting at the legs because I don't want to hit the robot. I want to be careful with him. Okay, so we are crippled. One of our legs, right? We have one more doctor's bag, so let's use that. We should probably use another steam pack too. Steam packs take a long time to heal. They're not that effective. Also cap. Sure. Oh, he said keep walking to the sun. I think we can go, like... It's a mine, right? Oh, no, 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 it's not. It's just a robot. Okay. Wow, that was very scary. Such a charge. I'm not sure what that means. Guess the explosives of some kind. 10mm? Wow, a lot. Shoulder mounted machine gun. It's a DPS? Ah, 189. It's not that good. I mean, looks cool though. Let's see if we can unlock this. There we go. No? Don't care about that. Oh! Okay, he's working on opening this, I guess. Access comms tree. Access universal repair interface. Oh, access the comms tree? Yeah, by like 0.45. Yes, I can. It's pretty good to me. I'm okay with this. Maybe I should buy 12.7s too. And there we go. Access comms tree. 12.7. 200, wow. So good. Exit.